Hi, this is Lada from astrolada.com, and these are your October 2018 monthly horoscopes for each of the 12 signs. And as always, I'd like to start with a general feel of the whole month. For all the 12 signs will be the same introduction. Please listen to it because it's important. Everyone will feel this. Well, this month in October, there will be no planets in fire except the North Node, but that's not even a planet, which means that we might be feeling a little bit less energetic, a little bit less enthusiastic and excited, especially the fire signs like Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius might feel a bit more on a downer. But this month is not meant for us to be so exciting. Actually, the universe knows its job because currently we're also going to have in October quite a few planets in Scorpio, which is very deep, intense, emotional. Uh, and especially Venus going retrograde there, which is all about deep emotional reevaluations. And not having fire planets actually can be a good thing because the other planets are in Earth signs and in air signs, so this will give us a bit more grounding during those emotional evaluations that we're doing in October, a little bit more practicality through the earth signs, a little bit more rationality and clarity from the air signs, from the sun in the air sign. Ah, so the most important thing though this month is that Venus is going to be retrograde in the sign of, basically the whole month is in the sign of Scorpio. So there will be some very deep psychological reevaluations of our values, our self-worth, of some of us, our relationships, of our finances, which sign it's on a bit different level, and they'll be very intense. They'll be taken out of because Scorpio is also a sign of the biggest transformations on a deep psychological level. This is not some superficial change that's going to happen in our life. This is going to be for each person on a different area of their life, some very profound transformation that you, and Scorpio is like all or nothing, black or white. So you would have, you with your evaluation ability, which is Venus, you would decide that something is either not worth to have any more in your life, and with the ruthless energy of Scorpio, where Venus is going to be and the helpful aspect, the stressful aspect from Mars, the ruler of Venus in Scorpio, we're going to either cut something out completely from our life, or we're going to decide that that's it. I'm going to recommit much deeper. I'm going to involve myself emotionally, psychologically, financially, emotionally, on a much deeper level, which is the other extreme of Scorpio, to something, to someone, to some vision or whatever in our life, depending where it's happening in your horoscope. So we'll be either cutting off something from our life, or totally embracing it deeply and totally like making it our own, possessing it, owning it, or taking control of it fully. And really, Venus is planet of love, recommitting to it with a deeper love. So there'll be intense transformations, very emotional, and hopefully those planets that are mostly in earth signs that will ground us and make us take more practical decisions, and in air, more reasonable decisions will help this process. But there is also another thing. Jupiter is in the last degrees, in the last 10 degrees of Scorpio this month. So for everyone in different area of their life, there will be some new powerful opportunities coming as well, because Jupiter is in on new 10 degrees. It hasn't been there since 12 years. So it's very interesting because they're both in the same sign. So in the same area of your life, you would be ruthlessly removing something or very deeply reevaluating and recommitting to something through Venus. And at the same time, some new opportunities will be opening for you. You first remove something, and then those new opportunities by the end of the month will start flooding in, or the other way around. Maybe those new opportunities start coming and flooding in from the same area in your life, while you're deciding that you want to remove the dead wood, which is Scorpio is the planet, the sign of death, and Venus is the planet of evaluation, and you would lovingly let go of something and let it die because something new is flooding into your life, some new opportunities, some new visions, some new people or ideas. So that's generally the whole overview for the month. And now let's check out for each sign, and check out your ascendant, sun, or moon sign. The three of them, basically, if you have time, where we talk about Venus retrograde and Jupiter moving forward. So for you, Taurus, this month will be quite memorable, I would say, because all this powerful energies are happening that we talked till now are happening in your seventh house of partnerships and relationships, and the biggest change in your life will be coming from someone close to you. It might be someone that you have a one-to-one relationship with. It might be a very close friend, or it might be a business partner. It might be a relational partner, husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend. It might be a client, one-to-one, someone who you are equal, that you have an equal partnership relationship with. So you might decide with this Venus retrograde to fully eliminate some relationship, some one-to-one relationship or client or business partnership, to fully transform it. Scorpio is either eliminates and kills something or transforms it on a deep level. And you will be doing some reevaluations in regards, is it worth it, this relationship? Am I, because Venus is this planet that evaluates, it puts things on, what's that called, scale, and says, I've put this much time and effort. Am I getting back the same equal? Or is this partnership, business or personal, whatever, or this contract or this promise or this agreement with someone, is it really fair? Is it really fair on the other person or on me? Or am I behaving fairly enough to my partner? Maybe your partner can approach a business or personal and say, listen, I feel something is out of balance here. We need to rework it. And they might do it in a much more angry way than I'm saying now, especially around the 11th, when Venus makes square to Mars and things really escalate, that you things in regards to relationships and contractual business or personal relationship kind of comes to a head, comes to a tense situation where you have to make a decision about that, whether you recommit deeper, whether you transform it in some powerful way and you make it much more intense, much more powerful, whether you totally cut it out of your life, because Scorpio is either this or that, no middle ground. And around the 15th, Venus joins Mercury, so again you will be made, Taurus, to do some important decisions in regards to your relationships, contract, business relationship, but it will be much more auspicious and easier than the 11th, around the 11th, when Mars squares Venus. Around the 15th, 16th, Venus is with Mercury. Mercury is a friend of Venus, so you take a decision in regards to relationship, or something really important happens in your life in regards to relationship, contracts, business agreements. That is more rational, that is kind of, that stabilizes the situation more, that you've taken more with a cool, calm head after the passions before that, after the more stormy first few days of Venus retrograde in Scorpio. Also, but don't worry, even if you have to eliminate some client, a business partner, or if you have to redo totally the relationship, or if you have some old relationship can come into your life, by the way, with Venus retrograde in your seventh house, someone that you haven't closed the door with before, someone that you didn't have closure with, can appear, so you can see them from a different light. Retrograde planet means we see things in a different light, from a different angle, and you'd see this and you'd say, oh wow, why was I even hang up on this person? Or you'd be able to see their perspective, or you'd be able to, something will snap you out of the normal attitude towards someone in your life. Might be a partner, love partner, commitment partner, business partner, so you kind of can let it go. Or in some cases that you can actually restart this relationship, that you can restart it, and if it's meant to be in your life, carry on having it, so someone can come back to you. You might feel pushed to reconnect with someone from the past, especially with more female figures. If you're a female, it might be a male, but Venus naturally rules women. And it might be some old female friend or colleague that you haven't been in touch, that gets in touch with you, and you restart the relationship, and it can be intense and emotional. It might be some friendship with a female that you want to deepen and to recommit to revive, because Scorpio is the sign of rebirth and to raise from the ashes again. So there is this possibility that something that you thought has died can be revived now in your relationships, business life. It might be a business contract actually, or business collaboration or alliance of some sort that you have to revive and bring back alive again. Or if you're already in such one which is imbalanced, to totally kill it or to transform it in a deep way. It will never be the same again. Some of your relationships after this transit in Scorpio Scorpio is the sign of deep psychological transformations. Nothing stays the same after that. And deep psychological reevaluations through this Venus, and Venus is you. So I think you'll be the one making the general decisions. You'll be the one, yes, all the changes are connected to other people, to your relationship with them, but you're the one that makes the choice because Venus is you guys. Uh, and again, especially the middle of the month, all those important things are very intense. And But on another level, Jupiter is moving direct in your seventh house, and it's gonna go over degrees it hasn't been in 12 years. So even if you remove some relationships or contract or client or agreement or alliance from your life, it's because new doors are opening and new such are coming, much more beneficial, much more such that will open new horizons for you, that will bring more wealth or abundance or knowledge or clarity to you, that will bring more benevolent and virtuous results, which is what Jupiter is, like a blessing from God. And it might be almost like a reward because you've decided to reevaluate and let go of something that you thought you were tied to in a way that was almost unhealthy. Now, because you're doing this, the universe says, don't worry, I immediately am opening doors for you. You won't have to wait 3 or 4 years down the line. Jupiter is moving in your seventh house forward. I'm gonna allow you to, to explore new horizons and much better perspective through contracts, alliances, relationships, partnerships, boyfriends, girlfriends, And it can be quite two benefics in the seventh house, even though one is retrograde. It can indicate very much deepening of some relationship, something very positive coming through such one. So thank you so much, Taurus, and I will see you next month.